Now, I made a few videos on some things that are kind of pissing me off right now. And I've been involved in this Occupy Kelowna. And I heard some things that are very, very disturbing to me. And this goes out to all natives in Canada. Here at Kelowna, which I suspect it's going to be the same in most other provinces, here the town has decided that no native is allowed to participate in this Occupy Kelowna. No native is allowed to participate in this global 99%. I'm outraged by that. So I'm sending a message to every native band. You need to come to the table. I do not understand your issues. I know I've been part of the problem. I apologize for that, but I want to be definitely involved in the solution. I want to hear what your issues are. I want to understand what your issues are, and I want to understand what you see is a solution. I come to the table with an agenda. I have a long list of my own suggested solutions. But I am the problem if I think in any way, shape, or form my solution is in agreement with everybody else. It's a matter that we all have to come to a peace table and talk peacefully with each other, communicate so that we can all understand each other's issues. At the same time, we need to understand what we see as our solutions and come to that 100% agreement. We're in total disagreement right now, and it is about this 99% is about coming together, forming our 100% agreement. I think do no harm to any human being, even the 1%. We have to figure out a way of how all of us are the winners. Because if we end up coming up with a solution where only 99% are the winners and there's a loser, there's a little golden rule. Losers always win. So once we're powerful and we overcome and we see the 1% as the enemy, they will win. They will take us over because we'll always think that they're just 1%. We will be the evil that they are. Now, I have seen some natives show up and they were not respected by the police, and they have not shown up since then. That I found disturbing because I assumed, oh, the natives don't want to support this. And no, that wasn't the case. They were told they weren't allowed to participate. I am not part of that group. I'm part of the group that wants you at the table. But I want to give a message. You are angry. You are turning into your enemy. Your enemy was violent towards you. Now you want to be violent towards your enemy. You're playing the same game. They won. Evil loves violence. If you are violent, then you are consumed with their evilness and not the peace and love that you really, really, truly are fighting for. If you are fighting for peace, if you're fighting for human rights, then you need to look like that. You need to be calm. You need to be non-violent. You need to be able to communicate and be heard so the group can understand your perspective. That cannot be done if you're violent. That cannot be done if you're angry. You will never find a solution with the mindset of anger. You'll always come up with something that thinks like a solution to you in the moment while you're angry. But it'll take you years to find out it was no solution at all. You're a genius. You access that information field with genius information only when you're still in your heart and filled with love and peace. It's time to unite. All of us have played a game in doing great harm to our native people. I apologize for the part that I played in it. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea the level of corruption going on this planet that didn't just start when Wall Street did their little thing a few years ago. This is a game that has been played out for hundreds of years. I am now even being aware that Canada has been involved in genocide of Native people. They're uncovering graves of children, mass murdered children in mass graves. It's time for you to show up at the table peacefully. There is so much pain, so much anger that's justifiable. I understand that. I only understood when it happened to me. But I knew that if I was angry, nobody was listening to me. I had to calm down. I was taking like 6 baths a day. There was no help available for me to be able to control the level of anger that I have. But I'm not coming at this from anger. I'm looking at this from a peaceful mind, a loving mind. Those that are in charge, those that have started this game, I see it as they're just very, very mentally ill. They're psychopaths. They think they're being rewarded for their profits. They think that they're very good, smart, genius people, that they are the smartest people on the planet, basing it on the level of their bank account. Now, if I see a homeless person that seems to have lost their mind and dealing with severe mental illness, do I criticize them? Do I put them down? Do I be angry with how they respond? Or do I show some compassion, some love for those that are a little mentally ill? That is where I sat, is when I was living through hell. I was in Calgary and there's a lot of homeless people. And I had seen this guy while I was in a car driving at a set of lights, and I seen this homeless person just wandering in circles, talking to himself. And I looked at myself looking at him going, I see somebody that desperately needs human caring. And what am I doing? Just looking and driving by. I seen myself be the criminal there by just walking by and not offering help. So that's the view that I look at these elites. That's the view I see these leaders, these town council people in Kelowna, our government people. I don't see them as evil. I see them as mentally ill that just need to, they need a good doctor. And we don't have any good doctors in our medical system because our doctors in our medical systems are saying you can't change City Hall. Their concept of healing is you got to accept it. You got to try and fit within everything that's wrong and look peaceful and loving while you're doing it. That is our form of mental health globally. Nobody knows how to actually cure anything because, if you are dealing with any form of diagnosed mental illness, there's nothing wrong with you. That is a medical community that's totally insane, pointing the finger at the victims and saying you are the social problem, when they are the ones that are the social problem. They are the ones with the money. They are the ones that can't look in their own mirror. They are the ones that are saying you can't change anything. We live in a possible world. Everything is possible. The only thing that's impossible is the limited mind in the possibilities. So we are about to get world peace, but we need natives to come together. And you need to come at the table, and you need to be in that peaceful, loving state of mind so that we can really, really, truly understand the challenges that you're dealing with, so that we can support you in the solution that works for you as well, the whole 100%. We need to heal these leaders, these town councilors, They just need healing and understanding and love. They just cannot comprehend what's going on. I mean, for them to even suggest that natives are not part of the 99% shows their level of insanity, because this is all about social injustice. And what part of how we've treated natives is socially justice? And then if any member on the council that isn't even aware that that is the rules that the town has agreed on while supporting our Occupy Kelowna, then what good are you on town council if you don't even understand the issues? What good are you if they're making rules and laws and regulations and controlling the public without your awareness? How come you're not aware of what's going on? If you are not aware of what's going on, you do not support me because you don't know how to receive information and know what to do with it. And this councilman today, after I've let him know I'm going to start this massive marketing campaign, said that if I call him out on his shit, he's not going to support me anymore. He hasn't wrapped his brain around, I don't want your support because clearly you're not supporting me. And we're not going to play the game on your terms of the waiting game. And wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And watch you disagree with something and just keep your mouth shut and not say anything. So this is a call out to every Native band. You need to talk with your people. You need to try and let them comprehend how to be calm and participate in this 99%, because we need to hear what you've got to say. I only want to participate with a group that is in that like mind. I come with an agenda. That's my agenda. I am not coming to the table of a 99% global movement that is not interested in solving social problems. So I will detach myself from the group if they're not in the same like mind as me. That's where I stand. That's where my issues are. And I'm seeing so many loving, intelligent people in Occupy Kelowna that I think there are an awful lot of like-minded people exactly like me. However, they may not like my marketing campaign. But I don't like what they're doing either, of just playing the game that, the leaders want them to play, of waiting and waiting and waiting. If you want me to participate in this protest, we need land and we need it done as fast as possible. And if you want to play the legal, like as if you're going to get any justice in a courtroom. I mean, we're all here because it was all legal to do all of these crimes, yet you want to go into a courtroom and find some kind of lawyer that's going to represent you when the whole structure of law, they can't even see is flawed, even though they agree it's completely flawed. So you're not going to find justice within the justice system right now. You will not get your land that way to be able to participate in this movement so that we all get a voice. The only way to do it is by the public opinion, by our public court, the universal court. So it needs to be publicized. So I'm doing this little marketing campaign and making a ton of videos, and I'm going to send every one of them to as many interested people as possible, because we all need to get formed. We all need to get organized. And winter is coming. It's starting to get cold. It's too cold for me to be out there right now. So we need tenting, we need shelter, and we need fire or heat. If they can't come up with that one simple demand, do you think they're really going to solve what really needs to be solved if they can't even comprehend homeless people need heat and warmth? Here in Kelowna, they feel it's against the law if a homeless person is even sleeping on the ground with a blanket. That's deserving of a $500 fine, which they pay an officer to go and write the fine and hand it over to a homeless person that they know full well won't be able to afford the $500 fine. The fine then goes and gets filed away and processed, so a lot of other people are getting paid for something that your tax dollars are paying for, something that can never ever see $500. It's a completely pointless process because it accomplishes nothing other than waste taxpayer money. A lot of little flaws like that. Your money is going to sustain every single problem that's wrong. Why? Because the people that are making the laws, the judges, the lawyers, the politicians, they're all dealing with severe mental illness right now. So we need to heal them. Come participate in the healing, this global healing that's about to take place. Love you all. Peace out.